Moving on to Bill Maher with Seth MacFarlane. He had Seth MacFarlane on, what was that? What's his show called? Real Time. Real Time with Bill Maher. Is that what it's called still, right? Yes. Okay. So Real Time with Bill Maher had Seth MacFarlane on a panel with another crazy liberal progressive idiot. And weird to see, not weird at this stage. I think it's fairly common nowadays to see Bill Maher being, like I've said before in the past, the voice of reason. And again, in this situation, he's absolutely the voice of reason. But here you have Seth MacFarlane, and the things that he said, it astonished me. So here we go. Push play.
Two interesting developments in the world of media, social media. The Florida House, they passed a bill banning children under 16 from using social media. And in New York, about as different as you can get from Florida politically, Mayor Adams, the first to declare social media a mental health crisis compared to... No, I found a way to unite the country. So, any comments on these developments in the social media world?
There was a, God, I'm trying to remember the name of the book. I think it was called The Chaos Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gave it to me.
Yeah. By
Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By Max Fisher that talked about the fact that when you read an article on social media, like let's say you follow the New York Times on Instagram, and you read one of their articles, and you process it a certain way, the second you start reading the comments, your initial impression of that article is radicalized one way or the other. Mm-hmm. And first of all, I have no idea what these outlets gain by allowing comments on their sites. It's like this reporter took the time to research this, to fact check it, oversight from an editor, and if they got it wrong, then they have to print a retraction.
What if it's just slanted?
What is
wrong, but what if it's just slanted? What if it's not wrong, it's just slanted? And that's what somebody's pointing out in the column.
Well, then write a letter to the editor. Do your research and formulate your argument coherently.
But that appears a week later.
So what?
But then I've forgotten it, or I don't see it.
It's like there's this thing we take for granted now, that the journalist who did the work gets to have their piece put on the same shelf as everyone else's spur-of-the-moment bullshit.
You seem to trust journalists more than I do.
I trust certain journalists, yeah.
Yeah, I do. Certain ones I do. Yeah. Not a lot.
Not a lot?
No. And everything I read, whatever source, it's only half the truth. They print the narrative. They don't print truth.
That's a generalization, though.
Well, it is, but it's because it's generally true.
Really?
Yeah, they print the side of the story.
By the way, that's exactly what Donald Trump wants. What you just said is exactly what he wants.
It doesn't matter.
Don't trust the reporters. Okay. Don't trust the journalists.
Well, Hitler was a vegetarian. Doesn't mean I'm like Donald Trump. But they print the half that they want. That is going to make people like you, who are a partisan, very partisan, you want to read something that, that makes me feel good.
I read John Bolton's book, for fuck's sake. I'm not partisan. I slogged through that thing. Jesus Christ.
You have my condolences.
I don't know why.
Hard to trust Seth MacFarlane after that. He seems to be a fan of our corporate media, which says a lot about him, unfortunately, which is very unfortunate for fans of his, because you can't look and believe that media today is truthful and honest and trustworthy. And if you're saying that, then you're working for the machine. It's that simple. You're working for the corrupt political and corporate media. It's wild. Very unfortunate, sad, because I'm such a fan of Seth MacFarlane.